Premium boards don't make your 9850X 3D faster in games. What premium does is remove platform limits, more high-speed storage options, more high-end I/O, more onboard tools, and fewer "I ran out of ports" moments. So my top high-end picks are the ASUS ROG Crosshair X870E Hero and the ROG Strix X870E-E. The Crosshair Hero is the no-compromise direction. ASUS positions it as a flagship board with high-end connectivity and a deep storage platform, the kind of motherboard you buy when the build is meant to stay loaded, multiple fast drives, lots of devices, and a platform you want to keep for years without it becoming the bottleneck. Nevertheless, if your build is one GPU and one or two drives, premium boards stop being smart very quickly, because you won't feel most of the benefits day to day. So why does the Hero still get the premium slot? Because if you actually match the use case, heavy storage, lots of external devices, top-end I/O, it's one of the cleanest buy once and stop thinking platforms. Now, the Strix X870E-E is the premium board that makes sense for more people, because it gives you most of the premium experience without needing flagship needs to justify it. ASUS lists dual USB 4, Wi-Fi 7, 5GB Ethernet LAN, and a big storage setup, 3 PCIe 5.0 M2 slots plus 2 PCIe 4.0 M2 slots. It's also stacked with DIY-friendly features like Q-Release and Q-Latch tools that make building and upgrading less annoying. So which one is the better premium pick for a 9850X 3D? If you're building a storage-heavy, do-everything platform and you want the board that's clearly built for the most loaded builds, the Crosshair X870E Hero is the premium pick. If you want a premium board that still feels sane, USB 4, 5GB Ethernet, tons of fast USB, deep M2 support, the ROG Strix X870E-E is the better option for most people. In ITX, premium is limited by size, so the smartest premium ITX choice is still the ITX board that keeps modern I/O. That's why ROG Strix X870i is again the best option. It's the compact board that keeps USB 4 and a modern feature set. One last note that can save pain is that since the CPU and platform are new, treat BIOS like part of the build. Update early and don't immediately stack aggressive memory settings on day one. Get stability first, then tune.